Have you been trading smart money concept but still getting stopped out? Let me show you the one concept that changed everything for me. Breaker block. It's not just another supply and demand trick. It is a hidden trap used by big players to reverse the market. In the next few minutes, I will break it down so clearly that you can spot it out in any chart. So stay with me. Your entry are about to get sharper than ever. So we are going to start first. What is breaker block? So a breaker block is a failed order block where institution orders are trapped, causing shift in market structure and transforming the zone rule from support to resistance or from resistance to support. That's simply what breaker block means. And in this diagram right here, you can see this one. You can see that this one is a bearish order block. So this is how it looks like. Breaker block is a failed order block, an order block that markets failed to respect previously. So market will later come back to retest it as a breaker block, and that's where institution orders are being trapped. So trading order block can help you capture smart moves. You know, breaker block is a smart money concept. That's their strategy. So it can help you capture smart moves and make profit from the market. So we'll go over to the next one. What we have here is, why is breaker block important? Breaker block is important because it helps traders understand when the market switch direction. So in the definition here, breaker block is very important in smart money concept because it helps traders understand when the market has changed direction. With breaker block, you can confirm when the market have changed direction. It is very important in confirming when market is about to change direction, when market is about to switch direction, either from bullish to bearish. And understanding that is only when you can be able to make money from the market, because sometimes making money from the market is actually trying to figure out that reversal point. But with breaker block, you can capture that reversal point and make huge profit from the market. So you can see how easy and simple this is. Just make sure you keep note of these steps. So there are key things you will need to see in the chart, then you confirm that the market is definitely going to respect the breaker block. So we are going to go through all those things, you understand. So make sure you stick around. So the first here is, an order block must fail. An order block must fail before it becomes a breaker block. Get notes. You have to get note of that. An order block must fail before it can be called a breaker block. So as you can see in this diagram here that I'm using for an example, you can see right here that this is an order block. Price was supposed to come and retest it. You can see it was moving in a downtrend, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low. So right here we expect price to come back to this order block and respect it to continue. But guess what? It didn't. It just started shooting up, broke the order block and keep going on up higher. So this order block right now will be called a breaker block. That's the simple definition, and this is the easiest way to trade it. It's not hard, guys. Just make sure you capture what I'm saying, and I write it down for you guys. The definition: a breaker block only makes sense if there was a valid bullish or bearish order block that failed, which is to tell you that an order block must fail before it becomes a breaker block. Simple. So right here, if price come back to this order block, breaker block right now, you should respect it and keep going up high. That is the easiest way to trade a breaker block. So you have to understand this. So let's go to the next. So after the other block fails, it should. So you can see right here, this was the other block. Let me use this. This was the other block, right? So it should like come back to retest this zone. It should like come back to retest this zone. But instead, you keep on moving and broke the structure here So that is what we are talking about. You should break a structure if it fails. You should not only break the other blocks, you should as well break the structure points, which is the change of character. You understand? In the definition here, after the other block fell, price should break market structure in the opposite direction, which means price should at least change direction before you can confirm that that's a breaker block. So after the other block fails, price should break market structure in the opposite direction. This confirms the smart money have shifted order flow. So if that price respected this zone right here, like this other block right here, and keep going down, it won't be a breaker block. But the fact that price broke it completely, even the break of structure right here broke it completely, this would now be our breaker block. You understand? Let me delete this thing for you guys. Let me delete it all, so not to confuse you guys. You understand? So retest or mitigation. So if price successfully break structure after it broke the other block, broke the structure, it should come back to retest this breaker block, because it is now a possible entry point. It is now a new point of interest where you can possibly get into a trade, into the upcoming trade. So after the breaker block, after the break, you know what I mean by the break of structure. After the break, price should come back to retest the broken other block, which have become the breaker block. The breaker block becomes the new point of interest for a possible entry. You understand? So after price have broken this structure, price should at least come back to retest the breaker block, to retest the broken other block, which is now called a breaker block, because it is a new point of interest where you can join the market. You understand? So price should retest it. If price keep going up higher, if price do something like this, keep on going higher, keep on going higher without coming back to the zone, then you leave the trade, you just forget about the trade. But if price comes back to the new point of entry, which is this breaker block, you should respect it and keep going up higher. You understand? So another thing you have to keep in mind, number 4, is price should be at a discount level. So since this is a bullish scenario, so price should be at a discount level. If you want to find out your discount level, this is simply how to do that. Let me drag out my Fibonacci tool to the chart. right here, if you mark from here right now all the way to the top right here, if we stretch it out, you can see the discount level is this 50% area. This 50%, you can see the green line. This 50%, that's the discount level. Your breaker block should occur on your discount level. You understand? Your breaker block should occur in your discount level. And if for bearish scenario, it should occur in your premium level, in your premium zone or level, whatever you choose to call it. So for this example, we are in a bullish scenario. So our breaker block occurred in the discount level. You understand? So let me remove this so it won't keep our chart messy. You understand? It should occur in your discount level. So let me read it out for you guys. A breaker block should occur at a discount or premium zone. In bullish scenario, the breaker block should be in a discount zone, which is a buy side. While in bearish scenario, it should be in a premium zone. It should be in a premium zone, which is a sell side. You understand? Simple. You understand? This is not hard. It's not hard. So guys, this is the entry method. If you want to enter, you can go aggressive or conservative based on your confirmation or based on your analysis. You understand? But if you want to trade it in the right way, your stop loss should be, you shouldn't just tight your stop loss like this. You understand? You should give it a breathing room of this nature, a breathing room of like this. You understand? You give it a little bit of a breathing room, so that even though price have to consolidate a little bit, it won't take you out completely from the trade. It's fine being in a little bit of drawdown. So don't tight your stop loss. You have to give it a little bit of a breathing room so it can breathe. And as for your take profit, you should take your take profit to the top, from where the retracements come from at this top, or where you choose to take your profit, either at the next resistance zone or support. At the next resistance zone, because this is a buy, at the next resistance zone, wherever. But the best place to place your take profit is at that point it started retracing. You understand? So let me play out this trade for you guys. You can see it moving in profit. So TP smashed. This is a quick trade of 1:3x to the world, guys. You see how simple it is to trade this. You can be catching this type of move consistently every single fucking day. You understand me? So make sure you capture everything that I'm teaching you and you go back to your chart, back test it, and you will come and thank me later. So this is the first example I will have to show you guys. Remember, this is example for the bullish breaker block. So we will go over to the bearish breaker block. You understand? So remember, this is a number 2 example, and this is a sell scenario. You understand? This is a bearish breaker block. I'm giving you guys a bearish breaker block example. Pay attention because this is a secret. So remember what you have to confirm if this is really a breaker block. See, this was another block because it broke a structure here. So we was expecting it to respect this other block right here, but it didn't. Guess what? It didn't. It just broke it massively. Break the structure. break even the structure right here, then collapse. Right now it's retracing backward. So our expectation right now is that price would definitely respect this breaker block since it have changed structure. So what you have to confirm, remember, is 5 things that you need to use to confirm if it will really work. Number 1, you have to make sure that there was an order block that failed, and that would be your breaker block. You understand? That's number 1, and you can see it right here. And number 2 is that it must break structure. Not only the order block that it have to break. You can see right here, this can break the order block, and also it have to break the structure right here. And guess what? It did break the structure right here. This can break this structure, so it's valid. That's number 2. Then number 3, to retest. That's it. You can see right here, it retested it. It have retested the zone. Then number 4, you have to make sure it is at discount or premium. So since this is a sell scenario, we have to expect it to be at a premium zone. You understand? So bring out your Fibonacci, drag it out, place it from the top to the bottom right here. You can see it right here. It's still heading over to the premium zone. It's still heading over, and it will definitely touch it here. So that's also confirmed. Guess what? The next thing we are going to do is just place the trade and let the market do its thing, perform its magic as usual. So let's put on our trade, our sell trade right here. We place our trade at that zone, take profit. You know where we take our profits, at the point of that retracement. Then our stop loss, you don't have to make it wide, but make sure it gives it a breathing room. You understand? So this is a nice risk to reward, guys. So let me place the trade right here. So let's say we set our limit order, and this is the trade we are expecting. So let's play it out. Let's see how it goes, man. You can see price doing its work. So right here you can see that price hits us out at take profit. You understand? He hits our take profits, and that's what I'm showing you guys here. Make sure you take your book, look at your chart, practice this, and you will definitely become profitable and thank me later. So if you like this type of content, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And remember, if you don't log in, you might not clock in. See you in my next video.